I just wanted to do a quick video about buying Chanel at the airport and taking advantage of the 20% off tax-free shopping / duty-free shopping. So I'm just gonna hold up a Chanel bag just as a visual aid. Oh God, that was quite bad. So basically I have bought a couple of items at Chanel at the airport, and I wanted to just talk a few things about it, because I think there's almost a misconception of, oh my god, like you can buy it. Like, some people don't realise that you can actually buy Chanel at the airport and get 20% off. That's great. First of all, that is a real thing. Second of all, it's only when you fly international. So for instance, if you're flying from London to Berlin, you won't be able to take advantage. If you're flying from Heathrow Terminal 5 to say Seattle, then you'll find you have it, but you do have to have the international plane ticket, and you do have to be in the right terminal, and it's flight side, so you can't just waltz up to the airport and go shopping. You need to be flight side, and you need to have that international air ticket to get the 20% off. So that's the first thing I need to say to you. Second of all, I don't know how to best phrase this. So the idea of buying Chanel at 20% off is incredibly tempting, but it's not just tempting for you and me, it's tempting to the whole world. So the stock levels at the store at the airport might be a little bit lower than you might expect, and also they won't have the classic items. So the classic like pearl brooch, the classic diamante earrings, the classic caviar flat bag in black. All those items are considered classic core. You know, they carry it all year round, every season. They are insanely popular. Those classic items will not be in stock there. It is technically the seasonal items, but remember that does include the wok, and it does include the boy bag, which are two very popular styles. So if you're wanting like a black caviar wok with gold hardware, you might get lucky, it might be there, but at the same time it might be sold out. So like, if you're gonna wait 6 months to buy that bag at the airport, you might be really disappointed if you waited 6 months and it's out of stock. Second of all, there are annual price rises, so just be aware that if you buy it before the price rise and then wait 6 months to buy it at the airport, you might end up paying the same price that you would have paid 6 months ago, not at the airport, because of the price rise, basically. So that's another thing to consider. And also, what else was I going to say? Oh yes, sometimes, say for instance, you wanted a classic flat bag in black, so you'd go into the Bond Street store and they'd have it there, and then you'd go to the airport store and they wouldn't have it there, but they have it in, say, blue leather. Now you might be like, the blue leather is lovely, but at the same time you'd rather spend 20% more and get it in black, because the black is the one you've been after, and the black is the one that you're going to wear more. So actually 20% off is great if you want the blue bag, but if you don't want the blue bag and you want it in black and they don't have the black, you'd be better spending 20% more and just getting it at regular prices, because 20% off in a colour or a finish or a leather or a size that isn't the one that you want isn't enough of a discount to make it the one that you want to purchase, because it's still, even though 20% off, great, it's still not cheap. Like, like, don't get caught up in the whole, oh my god, it's 20% off, I've got to buy it, because it's still, you're still paying 80% of like an expensive handbag. So make sure that it is the dream bag. My personal opinion is to go into your local Chanel, like for instance the Bond Street store, and look at everything. Look at the classic bags, look at the classic jewellery, look at the classic shoes, look at the seasonal bags, seasonal jewellery. Look around at everything you like and be like, I like this, I like this, I like this, I like this. Take a note of the prices, take a note of everything that you like, and then if you're at the airport and you see something that was on your wish list and you think, do you know what, I'm going to do it, it's 20% off, go for it. And that way you know the original price, you know the airport price, you know that you wanted it, and you're happy. But I think going to kind of Chanel and having a look at the full collection is a really good way of doing it, because you already know that you like that brooch, or you already knew that you like that necklace, and then finding it at 20% off will feel really good. But I think if you just go in and have a look at what they've got, you could almost feel a bit like you're getting a bit carried away. And also, for instance, say there was like a cactus brooch in a small size and a big size. At the airport, you're more likely to only find the big size because the small size is probably sold out. So actually, if you'd gone to the Bond Street store and you'd seen both sizes, you might find that you actually prefer the smaller one, and the smaller one is cheaper than the big one with 20% off. So you might find you just like, oh god, I'm phrasing this so badly. But just if you're going aware and you go in knowing what you love and you go in knowing what the prices are, then you go in more informed as a customer, and you will buy better. So that's my thoughts. So basically, international travel only, 20% off, boom, and know what you want, know your prices, have a wish list, see if those items on the wish list are in the duty free, and do you know what? Don't let the 20% off make you buy something that you don't love. Like, you've got to love it. Like, you've got to be like, this is my dream bag. Don't be like, well, I wanted it in pink, but they don't have it in pink, so I'll buy it in blue because it's 20% off. Do you know what? Just go back to Bond Street, spend 20% more. It won't be that much more. Well, it'll be a bit more, but it won't be a huge amount more, because do you know what? You're going to prefer the one that you want at full price. But at the same time, if you can get something that you love at 20% off, go for it and enjoy and love it. And that is what I think, and I hope that was of help. Yes, and feel free to tweet me any questions, or feel free to comment, because like, I don't have any subscribers. I have a few trolls, but I don't have many subscribers, so feel free to comment or subscribe. That would be lovely. Thank you very much, and I hope that was helpful. Bye.